Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs and is brought to you by EA Sports.
Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship Weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. He stopped on the return at the 27. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
When Geno Smith won Comeback Player of the Year, it was really hard to find another comp. You know, the NFL, we love to always compare and contrast guys from different eras or project them moving forward. But there just were not many stories like Geno Smith, who just waited and persevered a decade in the NFL before he flourished. But what came to life finally was just the arm strength, the accuracy, the playmaking ability that was there at West Virginia, and it just took some time and maybe a little love from Pete Carroll at that time to really elevate his confidence and elevate his game.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch, so that brings them to third down. From the gun, Smith. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Looking to throw, Smith. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it to him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State fourth-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, well, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
Offense to the line for second down. Once again, Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And a fair catch made here at the 17. No return on that punt. And the Seahawks drive is going to start from deep in their own territory. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Handoff running left, Walker. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. They've got 1st down from the 31. 1st down, here's Dak. This is complete, Jalen Tolbert. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Short pass brought in. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Leonard Williams applying the hit there. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Dak now from the gun. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
It's taken in by Lamb. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some...
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cowboys go up 6-0 here in the 1st. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air, and any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
All right, so the officials take that touchdown away. He did not break the goal line. Dak off the play fake. Sheds off a rusher. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely...
And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense running out now. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Motioning the tight end now. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Walker hauls it in.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down, Smith to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now an inside give to Walker. And this is a nice gain. That's stopped at the 47. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. That'll do it for 1/4 of this NFC Divisional Round matchup. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll have it 3rd and 3. Running with Walker again. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Staying with Walker. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That was Micah Parsons making that play. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap to Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Flush down out to his left. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Devontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run from Elliott. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Running the counter, Elliott. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. 3rd and just 2 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That's caught for the 1st. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Handoff running right, Elliott. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Prescott here from the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those. Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Great run here. He's across the 35. And he's down all the way to the 30. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back to the air. It's Smith. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half. You better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game. You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They left a few on the table their last time out, Bronx, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Elliott's on 1st and 10. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 3rd and 4 coming up now. From the gun is Prescott. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Smith back to throw. And that one's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
This is Walker on 2nd. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Malik Hooker with the tackle. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. It's the Seahawks facing a 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Barner's got it, complete. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First down, ball at the 36. Smith to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky by number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes. And it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the gun, Smith. Barner with the grab. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Michael Dixon on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Rams got it on the sideline. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing on first is Prescott. Hits him on the in route. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st and 10 from the 41. Dak throwing again. That'll be complete to Elliott. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're to halftime in this fight for a spot in the NFC Championship game. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right,
and with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the 3rd quarter. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Here comes the Cowboy offense for the opening possession of the 3rd. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up. Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Trying an inside give to Elliott. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. Here's Dak. Finds him over the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Throw complete to Lamb. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Elliott straight ahead. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Dak now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that. 1st
and 10, Prescott. That one's complete, right side. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 24. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Out of the option. He loses the football. And the Seahawks pick it up. The 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks cut into the lead coming out of halftime. They come up with a stand in the red zone, Brock, and that defense, you could just tell, they were on a mission, not just to force that fumble, but to do even more damage on that turnover.
I think we can hear the coaches up here in the booth scoop and score. I think you can read the lips of the players on the sideline scoop and score. There was no thought to just fall on that one. It hit the deck, and everybody's eyes looked all the way down the field at the other end zone, and they worked in unison to set up a massive, massive scoop and score touchdown.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. This taken from the 12. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Cowboys about set to take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. It's taken in by Lamb. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Short pass brought in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Now a carry by Elliott. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Man in motion here. Prescott now on 3rd down. That finds Elliott complete. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, In a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Game's kick is good, and they've taken back the lead.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. The give now to Walker. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Smith. Walker hauls it in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. They go play action. Here's Smith. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Cowboys scoop it up. And he's going to take it back. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys grow their lead off the turnover. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. He fields it from the 8. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Walker now from the gun. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. And off to Walker from the gun. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. The Seahawks have it, facing a deficit. We could be witnessing the end of their playoff run. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down, Smith to throw. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. couldn't connect on first. It's second down. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Smith. That's caught for the first. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Walker on first down. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. It's Walker on the give. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Finds his man over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So now here's 3rd and 5. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Smith on 3rd and short. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Seahawks making a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown! All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This is taken in at the 13. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff headed left, Elliott. And this one does not go far. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Takes off right out of the read option. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Handoff here to Elliott. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On second down, a run with Elliott. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Brought in by Elliott. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Once again, Elliott. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Back to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome.
And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys making a 9-point advantage. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Seahawks and this running back headed back out for a new series. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, it's Smith. Buys time, rolling. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Offense up to the line fast. Pass complete to Walker. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Offense in the hurry up here. He connects downfield on 4th. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. And that might do it for him, Brock. Doesn't reach the marker as they turn it over on downs here in the 4th. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. On the give, it's Elliott. And he has 7 on that run as we're down to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 3 now. Right back to Elliott now. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Ferguson there to bring it in. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Elliott. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Carry here for Elliott. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, You can recycle it, save it for later, for that next third down coming.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
They kneel it out, and that's it. They're going to be playing in the NFC Championship game. Setting up for the kneel down on third. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And their run through the playoffs has reached the penultimate stop on the tracks. The conference championship game next week. And they're going to need the same type of effort from this game, Brock, to carry forward to reach the end of the line and earn that Super Bowl appearance. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.